Hello survivors, I'm the SurvivalVis and we return to Raft. So last episode we were starting to work on the abomination that is our raft and the multiple stories to it. What we're stuck waiting on now is mostly going to be, I think, copper ingots. Or copper ore. So we have to keep an eye out for an island and try to get to one of those. And with that we can make a couple more antennas and just kind of see how far apart they have to be from one another. I'm really hoping it's not going to be anything too bad, because if we look at this, it seems like we need all three connected and then we might get something. I don't know for sure, but that's the only kind of direction we have at the moment, story or plot progression-wise, so we'll have to wait for that and see. I can't really see anything out in the distance, though, so for now, it's mostly just going to be making sure we stay alive on... Nope. Well, there's the shark there. Just staying alive as well as we can and see what comes our way. I also am thinking about putting Raft onto a little hiatus for the channel, just because it's not exactly performing that well on the... Nope, I gotta let this load a moment or two. There we go. Not performing the greatest on the channel, and we also are just doing a lot of the same stuff over and over because we haven't really been able to progress yet. God, it feels kind of weird having to... everything now be at the back and the front is over this way for the raft. But it is what it is because we got ourselves turned around there. So let that go along there. Once those are cooked up, we'll basically be very good on food. But yeah, there's not too much really with Raft that's that new or different. I mean, if we do make progression, we would be able to, but considering it's been about 13 episodes and we're still mostly about the same point as where we were the previous series, I think we'll probably just put this on hiatus and then come back to it later as we let some new stuff go on the channel. Because it has been a little stagnant for a while now. I think the newest series that we really had started on was Carnivores Far North, and that's already into episode 7. So that kind of gives you a little bit of insight to just how far or how long we've been doing the same stuff over and over on the channel. So it'll be nice to get a little bit of different, just variety on the channel again. Get some new stuff going on, see what you guys think, and try to expand out with new series and videos, stuff like that. I'm not sure what's going to exactly replace what. I'll see how the comments have been in the past few days and weeks, and if there are any other requests. I know a lot has been pouring in for more Carnivores mods, but I don't want to shift the channel too much into that... Oh, hello. Into that territory. We may actually have ourselves our copper ore if we can just get over to that. It is basically right in our path, but we'll just get the sail down just to be sure. But yeah, I don't want to overload too much on a single series on the channel. I want to keep some variety so that way there's I guess it's sort of like the jack of all trades, master of none in a way. That, and I don't want to exactly just get to be known for doing only the single channel, or single series on the channel, just covering all the Carnivores mods, because there are a lot out there, and a lot of them are really well done. I just want to try to... Oh, actually, I might need to adjust this a bit. That might do. So we'll get our way back towards that. I don't know how much health the shark has. Just because we've reloaded into the save, it might mean that he's been topped up to full health again, which would kind of be disappointing, but I have a feeling that is what happened. But everything's looking pretty good here. We've got a lot of supplies and that. Food and water all taken care of. We're actually even good on wood. The only thing we need is the other radio antennas made. Nope, that one is actually low health. I thought it was a little different looking. And we just gotta patrol around the raft until we get close enough to drop the anchor. Now we want to do some diving, so that might be a bit tricky with the shark around still. Oh, you bugger! Right when I was going fishing. Now, unfortunately, it wouldn't let me get him even though he was right there. So, we'll get a little bit closer. That should be a good spot for the anchor to go down. Okay, raise that up, just so that way we don't have to worry about that taking us anywhere. Well, not that we really can go anywhere because of the anchor being down. We'll give this a moment or two. Try to get the bait fish and then see about doing the... Why is it I can never get the bait fish so easily? I can get the tilapia, the mackerel, or is it the herring? No, I think it's the mackerel that's the food fish, and the herring is the bait fish for the shark bait. I can never get those really quick and easy. Case in point, I've already gotten 3 of the actual food fish before any of the bait. I wish there was a way you could almost make improved bait where you could, say, research the fish, like... Oh, there's one herring at least. But research the larger fish, and when you throw those out, the bait would last longer for the shark. Actually make it so that way they aren't just a food resource, but you could actually have multiple things going for... Oh, nice. Okay, that actually didn't take too long. So let's toss... Actually, you know what? We better just toss the extra food fish into here. No, not you. You guys there, you there. I just want to check in the settings for keybinds. Is there something that'll let me open up, like, a character menu? There's a third person in this? I didn't even realize that. Okay, I was hoping there would be something almost like a character menu so you would equip that, but... There's actually a third person. I never realized that. Although I guess now that does explain why you suddenly have the different kind of character models you can choose from at the very start. Yeah, you go after that. Okay, I think we are getting just the passive oxygen from the bottle, because that seems to take a lot longer to go down than before. I do want to snag some scrap, just in case we do need to make some more spot for the antenna. And, oh, okay, I think that's just metal, but we'll still go down and snag it. Copper, I think, is actually going to be a copper color. Yeah, unfortunately, I just see more metal. It's... Oh, no. No, wait, that is just metal. Shoot. Yeah, so he's over there. He's still having some fun on the bait. Oh, hello. I didn't even realize we could come across buried rafts like this. So that was a lot of good materials, but not what we're looking for. We still need to try to find that copper. I have a feeling... the shark may find us. I don't know how good of range he does have for finding or looking out for you. There we go. Those are what we're looking for. We need, I think it's 4 copper, so... If we can just find a little bit more... We'll be all set. I don't see any more down here. Ah, shoot, we're so close. We're just, I think, one piece away. And the shark should be free now. Yeah, okay, so it basically looks like the islands have almost like little resource pools around them at certain sides. And those are what you want to try going for and collecting from as your highest priority. I mean, there's more metal, but we don't really need the metal. We just need the copper. I know the shark should be done with the bait by now. Just get the oxygen back, and we'll start swimming carefully back towards where we were. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, you pain in the rear. I wish you weren't as obstructive as you really are. Okay, but I do see some copper pieces back this way. So it's, I think when he opens his mouth, you want to try. Yeah, there we go. We actually, I think, got a smack off on him. Oh, I thought he was coming back. Yeah, he was. Good news is we got everything we needed, so... First thing we're going to do is just start getting the copper refined. That and that in there. Okay, the metal we will put to use somewhere. Hinges can go in there for now. Scrap we will hold on to. And let's just try topping our meters up, because... You bugger. Wasn't enough that you managed to get a few bites on us down there. Had to go right for the raft, too. Let's top this up. There we go. We'll put the fishing rod back so I can just grab some of the tilapia and just munch on that. I think just the two should be good for now. Put that back in there. Copper is almost refined. Just gotta make sure to keep a plank in there for fuel, and then... What is it for the circuit board? Oh, just some vine goo, which we have a plentiful amount of. Then we can make our other antennas and see just how far apart they need to be. I do wish there was more actually in-game to tell you exactly how you have to set this up. Like, nothing mentions you have to have this on the same level as your antennas. And nothing really says until it's made that you're going to need 3 of them. Or 3 antennas for the one thing. Okay, we can craft that. And where is the antenna tool? Alright, I need some bolts. There we go. Okay, so we'll see how this antenna does now. So the first one we have right over there, is that far enough away? Too close to... Oh, don't tell me you were going to be a pain in the rear like that. Let's try right there. Okay, so those two are far enough away. So if I do expand this out, this may be enough room for it to actually work. If not, it's going to be a real pain. So if we do that, we need a pillar now. Oh, well, thankfully we have the scrap for the nails. So, I think we want right about there, and we want the wood floor. And actually, I can go onto the island and get that, so... I'll just let these last bits of copper smelt on down. There we go. There's another circuit board, which means we can make another antenna. Okay, I guess we're going to be doing some diving. I did not realize that we were going to be out of the scrap we need. At least that is a positive about where we've kind of found ourselves wound up at. Just kind of put these resources there for now. You know what? Let's chop this tree down. I mean, it is right here. It's some nice free wood. There we go. We'll put the coconut into this one. Alright, let's plant the palm seeds and let the new tree start growing. There we go. Okay, that's there. I'm gonna put those there. We'll put the palm seeds in with the other ones there. Some of the wood there. And we will leave the raft for a moment, just so that we can go on the island and start cutting down these other trees. 2, 3, 4, and number 5. There we go. And just kind of hop our way across. There we go. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll just eat the mangoes because they're a free little gift. And get this one. There we go. That should be enough wood to be able to expand out with the raft a little more and see about that radio antenna. And just put away our excess we got. You in there. I have a bunch of leaves already, so I can go there. So now we basically need to go diving. And the shark was looking a bit beat up, so we may actually just be able to wait it out for his next attack. And then take him down and go collect that. Oh, what good timing! He's still alive. Well, of course alive and also able to swim off, so... we may have to go down and be a little good with the timing again. But let's shut... oh, okay, I did not realize that would drain power that quickly from that. So, don't want to leave that on by mistake. Let's see about the wood floor, just... so I'm hoping this will be far enough out for the others at that spot there. So let's get the spear again. And go right in, and... okay, there he is. Let him come our way. Yeah, so there was another hit off on it. Then... there was 2. You can't have much health left after all the beatings we're giving you. So he'll probably come around... yeah, there he is, coming down again. Okay, got 1 off on us. So I gotta be ready with... come on, that should have counted. It's really frustrating if I'm honest. Because the shark plays such an irritating role. Everything you need to basically gather and collect is down below in the water. But you have to either have him dead or occupied in order to actually make use of anything. It's an annoying cycle of back and forth with it. At least we got a bait fish on the second try, so hopefully we can get this other bait fish and just grab all the scrap we can. And then see what we're supposed to do with all this antenna stuff. There we go. And let's make the shark bait. You go get that, you dumb shark. And we're going to go diving and see if we can find a lot of scrap quick. There's that piece there, that there. Okay, might even have to go to the other side of the island again for the rest. Okay, did I completely overshoot that? Or maybe I didn't actually go to the other side. Okay, over here is where it is. Yeah, I must have just kept going a little too far along the edge there. Okay, but there's more scrap. I'm really surprised you can't actually make any of the scrap from the metal that you can smelt down. Oh, there's another piece or two here. Okay, yeah, so... There we go. Yeah, oxygen was starting to steadily go down, or well, it was down, and our health was starting to go with it, so... There's that done. We just gotta hop back onto our raft. I don't see any other pieces taken off of it, so I don't think he's been attacking it since we got back. But there's the last antenna we should hopefully need. I'm hoping this will be far enough for this to operate. So we got something. The only problem is, do we need a compass then? We have something actually coming up on the radar, so you know what? Let's weigh anchor. Get some food in us properly. You know what? Maybe what we'll do is we'll start cooking up the mackerel because we have so many of those. What do I need for another battery? Because we are almost out of that. Another copper ingot. Thankfully, we... I thought I heard you, you bugger. Yeah, we'll leave that behind. Okay, but we can make a couple batteries. So let me get back up and see exactly what direction we need to start going with this now. Oh, no, I want to... Seems to say straight ahead. Maybe that actually... Ooh. We'll just follow with that and see what it says for now. Top ourselves up with some water. And I think that's all the... Yeah, that's all the salt water can handle. Place those to cook. And see what this says now. It says we're closing in slowly, so... Whatever there is, it's supposed to be up that way. But as much of a cliffhanger as that is, I think that'll probably be actually a good way to test and see if there is demand to see Raft carry on. Because now that we potentially have the signal, will you guys want to stick around and see what is exactly at the end of that signal? If you guys do, be sure to leave a comment or a like down below letting me know. I'm trying to figure out the best series to help grow the channel with now that we are at the 100 still. So if you guys do want to figure out what lies ahead in Raft and what might be beyond the horizon with the almost ominous radio signal, let me know in the comments, and we may well just return to this sooner than expected. But for now, I think that's a very interesting little cliffhanger to leave things on. And once we hit this raft, we'll probably end this, put the series on hiatus for now. It's been interesting to go along, but it's just a lot of tedium in this game. And a few things that they don't really explain to you until you're pretty well along, such as how you need the multiple... Actually, you know what? Maybe what I'll do is drop anchor there. Just do this. Just so that way the raft doesn't get turned around. Okay, so the mine goo can go back in there. Oh lord, we have quite a bit of stuff. Okay, that can go there. The extra rope, I guess we can throw there. I doubt we really need the nail for anything, and nor do we need the rock. So I guess we can probably leave it at that. And yeah, Raft can be a bit of tedium, but if there is demand to see it, just let me know in the comments, and we may well return in time. But for now, we'll save and end things off here. So, thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Raft. I don't know what exactly will be on the channel to replace it, but if you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below. Until I see you all in the next episode of Survivors, please remember as always to take care and stay alive.